What is up, Scorpio? How are you all doing? You know what time it is. It is time for your June 2024 main monthly reading. All right. So I don't really have a whole lot to talk about before we get this started, so we're just going to jump right in. You know what to do. If you'd like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, check the description of this video, and that's where you'll find all the information you need as far as how to go about doing that. All right, let's start this off with the person that you're interested in for the singles. Let's see what's happening between Scorpio and the person that you're interested in. Ooh, look at that. Communication. So I don't know if you and this person are in communication. Hang on, I'm not going to speak on that yet. Hold up. Let's get two more shuffles real quick here. All right, the Chariot reversed. Okay. All right, and the Hangman, Two of Wands. Chariot reversed. Hangman, Two of Wands. It looks like this situation is stuck at a standstill, not making any forward movement. Somebody here, and I'm not 100% sure who, excuse me, but somebody here is a little bit afraid to jump headfirst into this. It almost kind of seems like this person is holding back for some reason. You may not be 100% sure why, because you very strongly suspect that this person is very interested in you, but it seems like they're holding back and holding their feelings back and not really truly expressing exactly how they feel. I don't know, with the High Priestess reversed, that could be a battle between ego and intuition that you're having. You're not 100% sure. Maybe you're starting to question whether or not you're just making this up in your head. So far, from the way it looks to me, it kind of looks like the person that you're interested in is just not a fucking professional communicator. Just not very good at communicating. So far, though, it's not really indicating a mutual emotional connection. I'll have to look at their energy here in a second. Well, this person's very sexually attracted to you. But we'll have to see whether or not they are emotionally attracted to you. Let's see. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. Or not Scorpio. Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn. I also have Cancer here. All right. Let's see how this person really truly feels about you at the deepest level. How's this person really feel about Scorpio at the deepest level? Ooh, Nine of Wands. Of course, they got their guard up. Of course. Everybody got their guard up nowadays, man. 2024, it's the fucking age of looking for a relationship and not letting your guard down. Everybody just out there in the dating world with their guard up. You know, the way it looks, man. Boom. Eight of Cups. Now, see, they do feel a real strong connection with you. You're right. You're right. You are absolutely right. Got that Lover's card, Queen of Cups there. They feel a hell of a strong-ass connection with you. Maybe for some of you, they just recently walked away from a relationship and they're afraid to jump into a new one. And I hate it when it gets down to details like that, because that's where it gets kind of specific. Because some of you are dealing with somebody who just recently walked away from a relationship. Others of you are dealing with somebody that walked away from a relationship 6 months ago. But either way, whether they walked away from it 6 months ago or 6 days ago, I still think this person's a little bit afraid to jump into a relationship. They don't know if they can trust you or not. They don't know. They kind of intuitively feel like there's a whole other side of you that they don't know. And that thought scares them. Now, is there? I don't know. Is there a whole other side of you? I don't know. But they strongly suspect that there is. And of course, past energy. So, okay. Yeah, you make this person a little bit nervous. They do have feelings for you, though. Yeah, they do. Maybe they're afraid that if you know exactly how they feel, you'll play on that. I don't know how to put this into words, but it kind of feels like they're in a situation where they have real strong feelings for you, but they can't make up their mind exactly what they want to do, and they're afraid that if you know they have feelings for you, then you'll play on it, and it'll be easier to manipulate them if you know how they feel. Does that make sense at all? Let's get the advice for this situation. Let's get the advice. Oh man, I had a feeling that was going to come through. I had a feeling. So this, you got to be careful with a situation like this, because with a situation like this, it runs the risk of turning into what I like to refer to as a push-pull situation. You may have found yourself in this situation before, but it is a very normal, natural, energetic phenomenon that usually happens to people who aren't paying attention to their energy. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're really, really, really interested in somebody and they're not interested in you? You're pushing, 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 and they're pulling, 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 right? And then the minute you say, all right, fine, fuck you then. I'm going to go get with this person. And then you start pulling, now they're pushing, pushing, pushing. No, wait. So while I'm pushing, you're pulling. And then when I start pulling, you start pushing. And then when I say, okay, I drop what I'm doing and I come towards you, then you start pulling again. And it turns into push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. That's what I'm afraid this might end up turning into. Because as a fixed sign, you don't make half-assed decisions, do you? You don't make half-assed decisions. That's one thing. Sometimes some fixed signs can be misunderstood. Every now and then somebody can mistake a fixed sign for being indecisive. And as a fixed sign, you're not indecisive. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. When you make a fucking decision, it's written in stone and it's final, right? So I would, if I was you, take the time to have as fair of a conversation with this person as possible. And let it be known, look, I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to, and you can word this however you want. I'm not saying you have to say it like this, but essentially the point that you want to get across to this person, I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to put my life on hold, desperately waiting on you. There's an opportunity right here available for you if you want it. Yes or no? Which is it? If the answer is no, that's it. Because once I turn around, I'm not coming back. Once I make the decision that I'm done, ain't no coming back. Right? That's about all you can do with a situation like this. Because, like I said, it runs the risk of turning into a push-pull. That's the risk that you run. But at the end of the day, anyways, If you take a step back from a situation and release and let go of anything that's not wanting to work out in your favor, that's when the universe can clear the table off and make way for what is going to work out in your favor. Anybody you lose as a direct result of just simply letting go wasn't a loss. If you step back and let go of anything and it gets pulled away from you, that's not a loss. That's the universe trying to clear the way so that it can make room for what is meant for you. Because when something's meant for you, it don't matter if you step back and let go. It ain't going nowhere. All right, moving on. Let's go on to the person from the past. Let's see what's happening in June between Scorpio and the person from the past. We got that moon card reversed. Not moon, sun card reversed. Could be a Leo for some of you. It doesn't say a whole lot. I personally argue that the sun card is the simplest card in the whole damn tarot. That's my opinion. You may feel differently, but to me, this is the simplest fucking card. It means one thing and one thing only. Happy. That's it. Happy. And in the reverse, unhappy. So, that doesn't say a whole lot though. So let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, the Temperance. Somebody here. See? Yeah. So are you aware that this person's been trying to get your attention? It's not indicating whether or not you're aware of it. But this person has and is currently doing things to try to get your attention and is patiently awaiting your reaction. In the meantime, at the same time, they got their options open out there looking for somebody new. Doesn't that sound like about the dumbest goddamn thing you ever heard in your life? I'm out here desperately looking for somebody new, and at the same time, I'm trying to get my ex's attention. What? Stupidest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, no. Now this is just a general overview here. So for those of you who very strongly suspect that this person may not have moved on, you're right, they have not. They are still carrying the burden of this situation, but they're not taking initiative to come forward and like put forth any dedicated action to try to reconcile this. I mean, I don't think either of you are. The tower is continuing to burn. The flames are still blazing. The tower is burning to the ground. Nobody is doing anything to put out the fire. It's still burning. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, both reversed back to back right next to each other. With the Judgment next to that, looks like this decision's pretty solid. So we're going to have to look at this person's intentions, because if they're not coming forward and taking any action to try to extinguish the flames, if this is a solid decision, you know, to not try to fix this, and if this person is out there desperately trying to find somebody new, then what the hell's the point of this? What's the point? What are your intentions? Why are you doing this then? Let's see their intentions and their energy. Let's see. What's this person's true feelings, energy, and intention? What do they really want with you? The Chariot. So they want to move on from this. Six of Wands reversed. Some of you dealt with a very confusing individual that just makes no sense, right? Some of you are dealing with somebody that was just so confusing. Maybe that they would do things that don't make no sense. Hey, they do feel a karmic tie with you, absolutely. I think they do want to talk to you. They have something that they want to say. They just don't really know exactly how to approach you. But it doesn't look like they're trying to bring you back into their life. You know what? I don't think this person has any intentions that are written in stone. I don't think they even know what the hell their intentions are. I think they're just acting on some strange impulse that they themselves don't even understand. Because the question is, what would they do if they did get a reaction out of you? Then what? What if they did something to get your attention and then you showed up in their inbox? Then what? Now what? Now what? Now what? They just got their guard up. You see what I'm saying? What would be the point? Now, if they were trying to get your attention so the two of you could try to come back together, they wanted to have a conversation with you, they want to clear the air with you, you know, they want to try to work things out, okay. Not the best way to go about doing that, but okay, I get it. But I don't even think, if you were to show up in this person's inbox, I don't even think they would even fucking know how to handle it or how to respond. I don't think so. So that's where this gets a little bit confusing. And by the way, the two of you are karmically tied, currently. The two of you are absolutely karmically tied, and they feel it and they know it. They're scared to come forward. They're too afraid. Okay, well, that's about it, man. Honestly, I think a lot of you, that might frustrate you because you already come to that conclusion and you came to this video to try to gain more clarity on it. And I'm sorry to tell you that I don't think there is any more clarity because I don't think this person is any deeper than that. I don't think they go any deeper. Some of you may be overthinking their motives and their intentions when this person isn't that deep. They're not that deep. They're not that complicated. They're just not. Some people be like that, man. I know that I used to waste so much time overthinking people's intentions and their motives. You know, like I would start picking their actions apart and psychoanalyzing them and really giving them way more fucking credit than they deserve when they ain't even that deep. They don't even be knowing why the hell they're doing what they're doing. They don't even be realizing what the hell they're doing, let alone do they know why they're fucking doing it. I think this is one of those kinds of people. Very unconscious. Very unconscious and not very self-aware at all. Well, let's get the advice for this situation. Let's get the advice. Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to reach out to this person? Queen of Wands reversed. Well, honestly, hang on. Chariot reversed. Well, okay, I tell you what. If you want to reach out to this person, it's very, very, very important that you try your damnedest to not have any expectations. If you're hoping to get some questions answered, if you're hoping to gain clarity on maybe what this person's motives, feelings, and intentions are, if you're hoping the conversation takes a specific turn in a specific direction, I wouldn't. Because if you go into this conversation with this person with expectations, you are going to be very disappointed. You're going to walk away from this with more questions than answers. However, if you can successfully manage your expectations, which is hard, I get how hard that is. I get it. If you can successfully manage your expectations, a conversation with this person might actually be beneficial. It might. Depending on how long the two of you have been separated, and you spend some time away from them, you get your thoughts together, you let the dust settle, you know, you get your emotions in check, you're thinking a little bit more clearly now, you're seeing things a little bit more clearly now, it's been a few months, you're getting kind of comfortable on this new path that you're on, you reach back out to them, and now you're seeing things from a different perspective. And now you talk to this person and the universe is shining a whole new light on this person that's going to answer questions that you didn't even know you had. You may be thinking you have certain questions, but this will start answering questions that you weren't even thinking of. And you'll be like, oh, wow, okay. So that's who you really are. That's who you really are. Oh, okay. And by default, you'll start losing interest. It'll start making sense. All the puzzle pieces you wasn't even thinking of, will start sliding into place. And you'll start letting go and losing interest by default. You will have no problem letting that tower finish burning to the ground. And then guess what'll happen? That karmic cycle will close. You will release and let go of this. And then guess what? Pow. Now you have alleviated yourself of just enough vibrational baggage to ascend up to the next vibrational level where you are now a frequency match to your actual person. If you play your cards right. No pun intended. All right. Let's see what's due to come in next. I know I just did this on the water signs video, but we're going to dig a little bit deeper. That was just a tease. Let's see what we can tell Scorpio about the next person who is due to come in. What can we tell Scorpio about the next person due to come in? Oh, hang on. Let's do a deck switcheroo here. Swapperoo. All right. Who's the next person due to come in for Scorpio? How's the situation looking? Man, this has been coming in for everybody. I was just telling Libra, dude. That there's been this common theme that I've seen played out for so many signs over the last 2 months. The person that you're interested in is not somebody you need in your life. But the next person due to come in is long-term, stable, and committed. See, we as humans, we don't know what the hell we need. Most of the time, we don't know what even serves our own highest good. We get so wrapped up on our own desires and the things that we want that we'll fight against the universe. When the universe is trying to give us what we actually need, we be fighting against that shit, trying to get what we want. We just be like that sometimes, man. We humans are some dumbass creatures, for real. For real. But yeah, could be a Taurus headed your way for some of you. All right, let's get one more shuffle here. Oh man, I love it. I love it. That's what's due to come in next. So, one of the first things that you're going to realize when this person comes in is that you feel an unusually strong connection with them. You're going to feel like you've known them your whole life. And it's because you have. The two of you do have unfinished business and karma from a past life. Don't let the word karma alarm you. That does not mean that it's going to be a bad thing. It could be a bad thing, but that doesn't mean that it has to be. It just means you all had some kind of soul contract in a past life, and somehow you fucked it up, so you're trying it again in this lifetime. Another thing you're going to notice is that this person is very, very, very independent. They are viciously independent. So they are not desperate. They are not clingy. They are not needy. Now, I guess depending on who you are as an individual, some of you may react to that differently than others. I think a lot of you are going to find that to be a breath of fresh air. That, when you meet somebody who is so sick and fucking tired of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone, you know that person means business. Whenever somebody's like, look, I'm not playing with you. I ain't about no goddamn drama. I'm not about no goddamn bullshit. I will walk out that fucking door. If you're wise, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because that means you're here because you choose to be here. Not because you're desperate. Not because you're needy and clingy and codependent, right? That means you're here because you genuinely want to be. Because you see that there's actually potential for us to build something successful. Like, that's a good thing. But again, some of you may possibly be a little bit confused and think that neediness and desperation is love, and it's not. I don't think the majority of you think that, but there may be one or two of you who have never dealt with an independent individual, and when you meet an independent person, you may misconstrue that into thinking that they're just not into you. Nothing could be further from the truth. This person is very into you. They're just not, they're not desperate. So, yeah, they're not afraid to end things. This person is not afraid to walk away. They're not afraid to walk out the door, and they definitely ain't gonna play no goddamn games with you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see if they go any deeper than that. Let's see if there's a deeper layer to their feelings. What's their deepest feelings and intentions? Well, this person really wants to form a good, strong psychological connection with you. They really want to get to know you on a psychological level. They want to get to know you, the person. Could be an air sign for some of you. They want a power couple relationship. They absolutely want a power couple relationship. Now, this person is falling very, very, very in love with you very quickly. But don't get it twisted one bit. This person will not put up with no drama or no bullshit. So this kind of looks like, whenever I see this kind of energy, I'm trying to not word it in a way that sounds daunting. I know it sounds kind of daunting the way that I'm wording it, but I don't mean it that way. Like I said, it's actually a good thing. But when I see this energy here, what comes to my mind is, I dare you. I dare you to accuse me of some shit I didn't fucking do. Just because somebody did that to you in the past. I dare you to just start a meaningless, petty fucking argument with me just because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I dare you to bring some drama into my life. I dare you to play a game with me. Poof! I'm gone. I ain't about that. I ain't playing no goddamn games. I ain't scared of being alone. Not scared to walk out the damn door. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to fight a battle with you. I'm not going to beg you. If you want to bring that shit up into my life, later, I'm gone. Now, again, I know that sounds kind of daunting, and I really don't mean it that way. What I mean is this person is not playing games at all. Man, they got feelings for you that you couldn't even really comprehend. But they ain't afraid to protect their heart. Okay. Looks pretty solid. They feel like you're their actual person. They absolutely do. They really strongly believe that. How long it takes for them to actually say it is a totally different story, but within the first month, they're really convinced that you're their actual person. Boom, boom, boom. Sweet. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first month. How's it playing out for the first month? King of Cups, you ain't gonna be confused about their feelings. They gonna let you know how they feel. You will not have to go to bed at night wondering whether or not this person loves you. You are not going to be laying awake at night trying to figure out whether or not this person's playing games with you. Man, we got that Ace of Cups, though. We got that Lover's card, though. We got that Ten of Cups, though. It's going to be very abundantly clear that this person ain't going nowhere. But this person is still protecting their heart, though. They are still protecting their heart. The two of you, it probably won't take too terribly long before y'all butt heads. But I don't think it's going to cause... See, here's the thing. When you're with your actual person, that does not mean the two of you ain't never going to butt heads. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. But you'll notice a difference. When you're with your actual person, and y'all butt heads, you'll notice something different that you may have never noticed before with just any other Jane Doe or Joe Blow. They're actually willing to come through and work with you on processing through that situation so that the two of you can turn it into a building block and rise above it. Sweet, man. This is looking pretty good, though. This is looking pretty good, though. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? What is the advice? The Six of Swords. Be sure that you're moving on from the past. Put the past in the past. Why that came through, I don't know. Don't be afraid to open up to this person. Okay? I'm not saying just let your guard down and barf your whole heart out on the table all at once in one day. But be paying close attention to how close you're letting this person in. Let them make sure that as time passes, the two of you are connecting at a deeper level and a deeper level and a deeper level. And at some point, eventually, y'all are going to have to end up connecting at the deepest level. And a lot of people, I think a lot more people than most people realize never connect with somebody at that level because it's scary. It's scary letting somebody all the way in, all the way in. But don't forget to do that with this person. But also too, you need to understand that you all are going to go through a transition together. Both of you are. Not just you, not just them. Both of you are going to go through a slow, gradual transitionary process that's going to turn both of you into completely different people. And that's normal. That's natural. Your person showing up in your life is not going to play itself out in such a way that they just show up in your life and then both of you just kick your feet back and live happily ever after. Oh no, it's a growth process. There's still going to be a lot of change that's going to happen. There's still going to be a lot of evolution that has to happen. You're still going to have to do a lot of work on yourself. They're still going to have to do a lot of work on themselves. There's still going to be a lot of compromise and give and take and bend and flex and growth and evolution. And as long as the two of you both are flexible and bendable and moldable and changeable, and you're willing to learn, you're willing to grow, you're willing to let go of some old belief systems and adapt some new belief systems and allow that process to continue, which can be fucking uncomfortable sometimes. Oh yes, it can. And both of you continue working towards this, meaning both of you are working on yourselves. Then a couple years down the line, not only will the two of you be completely fucking inseparable, but both of you will be completely unrecognizable versions of yourselves. Your family might have to get to know you all over again. And at that point, when you all grow together like that, can't nobody come between you. Nobody. Nobody. No fucking body. Try as they may. Nobody can sabotage this. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in.